Welcome to the After the Fall After Dark. We're going to talk about some labels and badges today. And the reason we're going to do that is people don't realize the consequences of never taking the badges off that they wear. Now, Icarus, what do you mean by badges? Remember, this show is just you and me having a chat. One of the things that street therapy taught me was that we're about 20 different people in one. We have personas. I am Icarus. I am a father. I'm a husband. I am a friend. I am an employee. I am a brother. I am uncle. And the list goes on. And every single badge that we wear, a lot we wear with pride, some we wear with dread, but we still keep them on because we don't think we have the choices to take them off. And some of them seem to outscale, and it changes sometimes based on our priority. Work sometimes at stress can be a badge this big that sits across our chest and crushes us. But behind each badge is things that we do. If you've got the badge of a mother or a father, you're going to have that thing of the children and lots of little things, lots of little tasks, lots of little demands and needs and wants. There's a load of love in there. But there's lots of things we just must do. As a homeowner, in that badge alone, just doing the dishes is something that just is a task that sits there that we all sort of dread. When you feel massively exposed, if you've got PTSD and you're having a bad day, if you've got anxiety and you're in this sort of overwhelmed loop, I used to say to people in street therapy, one step at a time, right? You can't fly without the first beat of a wing, right? You don't just go from being here to being up there. It doesn't happen. There's a whole journey. Every stroke is important, and no one can say how far is the right stroke. Like we're taking a step on a journey in your life, right? Whether it be metaphorically or in real life. A shuffle is the same as a run, but it depends on how you can do it and what you believe you're capable of that day. There is no right answer. But these badges we feel have a demand on us. So when you're overloaded, anxiety's kicked in, if you're in a PTSD loop and you're spinning, pause, give yourself permission. If you want, actually do it. Sit in front of a virtual table, take all those badges off. So you're nothing more than the rawest you. Take a breath, take a drink, don't rush. Because you need a reset. It's healthy to do a task when you're trapped in anxiety and perpetual, because if you can do something, it can distract you partly, but it makes you focus, and focus can help break a loop. I like to think of these badges because if you're sitting there, and let's say you're a mother, you're overwhelmed, the kids are screaming, you know you've got work later, you haven't done your hair, you stink, nothing's ready. If you look at the whole table of the badges, and you know that each of these is technically like a virtual box full of things you've got to do before a certain time. Crisis. Sometimes it's okay to be late. When you're in crisis, fuck the time, because that's normally other people's time constraints on you. When you're struggling, you have to come back to yourself. It's not selfish. You're still going to try and achieve what you can do in the steps you can do, but you'll do it in the pace and way you can do it. We can't all do everything when we're in that panic, when crisis happens. If you look at the table, the badges you wear, remember that you're the most important. It's the one that says you. Put it back on. Focus on you for a bit. If you know there are other demands that are going to come, pick one badge and take one task from the bundle behind it. Let's say you're a mother and you're in that loop of crisis. It's Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. Really struggling. Pick up the U badge and take one task from it, which is make yourself a warm drink. Do that one thing successfully. Nothing else. If the kids are asking for things, I'll be with you in a second. Stay on task, stay mindful, stay in the loop moment you're in now, that one task, not the bigger loop, not the chaos, not the panic and the stress and anything that. Stay task focused on one thing, one step, that drink for you. The next thing to do is to take your badge that might say children, take one thing that's going to help. Take the pressure off you, but one task for focus. Maybe it's make breakfast. Keep it simple. Fruit, toast. It's a step. It's a step. The rest of the badges of all of who you are can wait on that table for infinity if they have to, because you don't have to pick them up ever again. Life will push us to do things. And obviously, if you've got children, if you've got a job, we do have responsibilities and we will naturally pick them up again. Pick one up, take a task, put it back down. Finish that task, look at the table again and prioritize only the one next step. because it can be overwhelming to build these things to everybody. But time, pace, single focus, when you are in that loop, grounds you. When the moment's passed and you've stretched and you finish your drink, you can pick up all the badges again if you feel strong enough and put them all back on. But if there are badges there that keep causing these loops, keep causing the anxiety, causing the PTSD to trigger, it might be a person, it might be a role, it might be a task within something. There is a point when you can say, I'm not going to put that back on. There may be a friend in your friend category who is a massive drain on you when you're going through enough. It's okay to park that friend's badge off to the side because your survival is important. It's not selfish, right? It's not negligence because you're still focusing one focus step at a time on the things you need to do. It's grounding. It's prioritization. Because when you're not okay and you're in this thing, the world feels like it's going to crumble and everything else around it is just more stress. I can't do it. When you look at those things, if you have children, prioritize the things there for you so that you can do for them. And then the logic becomes one step for you, and then I can do a bit more for them. But the rest of that shit, put it in a virtual box for a while, stick it to the side and do just the minimum. Because no one says you have to be everything to everyone every single moment of the day. Take a breath, start again when you're ready. My name's Icarus. This is the After Dark show. This is a moment of street therapy. Because when you're overwhelmed, drinking can happen, depression can happen, anxiety and PTSD can keep keeping you locked in trauma. But being grounded and focusing on one or two things, ideally one, and doing it okay, not even well, can help break those cycles, those loops. And the badges, the who you are to everybody, some of them can hurt you. And it's okay sometimes to make a gap on that table to pick up later, and put back when you're ready. Or if it's something that constantly causes you that problem, maybe it's time when you've got a breath that night to look at that badge. Ken, every time I go out with him, I come back feeling depressed. Fuck Ken. And throw it away. We don't need leeches. We need happy moments. When trauma happens and loops happen, we need time. And sometimes we need grounding, small tasks, small steps, and focus. But if you're getting things taken away constantly and being put back into your worst place by any badge you wear, don't be scared to take it off for a while. Because you deserve peace. My name's Icarus. This is the After the Fall show, After Dark. And today's message is about the badges you wear, the choices you make, and the steps you take to break the cycle. Icarus out.